Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Giants going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Double tight. Double tight.
All right, now,
Here we go
now. Green,
39. This is Kenyon Barner. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And second down is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Evades the tackler and now some space. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in the proper areas and then make the tackle.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that leads to a Philadelphia first.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tied right there, he's tied right there.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
First down, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They come out here in the eye. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? Big-time run. combined with some nice blocking by
Mike's
his
50,
offensive
Mike's
line.
50.
Out to being a veteran, still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Okay, double up.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
See if they stay on the ground for a 2nd down.
Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up.
Sponge. No.
Hey, gun.
Slam.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. Drops it off flat to Jennings. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. Here they are, the starting 11. And you were telling me before the game, taking this from your knowledge bank, that if they need to improve anywhere in 2017, maybe in the secondary. Is that right?
I think you're right on that one because I think they're very happy with Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod down the middle as the safeties. But they'd love to make an upgrade on the corner position because if you're playing in the NFC East, there are some guys who can go out and get the football. And then I think up front, they're looking for a bigger year from Fletcher Cox. He's their bell cow on defense, a defensive tackle, defensive end. They need to have that all-pro season from him again in 2017.
From the gun on 3rd down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad. Trying to shake off the intercept, trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. If they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, the blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got a nice field as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hey, gun.
Kill.
Yeah, blue 80.
Mike 50,
Right, gun.
Check 9.
Zebra. That's it.
Mike's 50.
Zebra.
Play clock winding down. Manning. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch down.
He picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Watch 23. Single, slot. Hey, you're on
Zebra.
Watch twist.
Zebra.
6 guys.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before you secure it.
Blue 88. Regular.
99.
From the gun, it's Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
He runs.
Heads up.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Here's Jennings. And he's got some space here. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's 1st down, New York.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people, and that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Check the outs out there. Set. Blue 88.
They run again with Jennings. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers,
Zebra.
1 tight end.
Bang.
Zebra.
Alert flare.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit with incomplete. To throw is Manning. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Zebra.
Now Manning throwing on second down. That's caught at the 1. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And he put it aside. Let's find out. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read the zone and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zone, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Left side caught by Matthews.
Protect yourself, baby.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Wentz. This one complete, left side to Green Beckham.
That's it, baby.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Single.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Blue 90.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
They come out
All right,
here
we
in the
go.
eye.
3-19.
A run for Barner. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Four down.
Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And Matthews has it right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Easy.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue. Watch it now, Barney.
Watch, twist.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Unable to complete it to Green Beckham. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are,
All right,
the
here we
more
go.
confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times. Because you can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Hey man, watch the boot.
Here we go now. 3-19. Leopard. Over.
There's the throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Gun.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tight end right.
They come out 5
got
wide.
three. We got
3
three
of them to the right
flags.
side. Manning now on 1st down. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Zebra.
Watch safety creeping.
One final try now for Manning. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to get some of the air and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Let's see what the offense comes with here. Second and 8.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Now Manning throwing on second down. They go screenplay with Jennings. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing his man on third down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Michael Kendricks able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sproles, the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Eagles take possession. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hurts over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, one, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And two, just not getting it, that's got to be deflating for them.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Single, single. Motion, motion. Watch 10. Watch 10.
Set. Yeah, blue 80. Regular, regular, regular.
Slam.
On first down, Manning drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice play, baby.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. 58, right over there.
49. Regular.
Check 49.
Regular. Heads up.
Hey,
Heads up.
three.
Manning now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch the run.
Go set. Blue 88. Zebra.
Check 43.
Hey, gun.
Kill.
Manning to throw on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Trip. We got trips. We got 3.
They come up in an empty set. 4
Eyes on
wide
10.
receivers,
Eyes on 10.
1 tight end.
Zebra.
37. Check.
They're going to try and throw on 3rd down. Cruz has it over the middle.
Hey,
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come up in an
Here we go
offset
now.
eye.
Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. If they get the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations, they can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
3rd and 5, so they'll bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
3-19.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. They're able to complete it to Green Beckham. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight right.
We got 4. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Rolling on first is Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 30.
They'll run. It's Barnes. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Check 91.
Wentz. And it's caught by Salek. 23 yards on the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting
Here
that
we go.
football back here down late.
Turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss.
91.
3-19.
Crunch time, defense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And the seemingly endless drive
Strong
continues.
Strong right. Strong right.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Look up.
That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback space to throw.
In this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Tight right.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers,
Hurry
1
up, here we
tight
go.
end.
Green 39. Green 39.
Crunch.
On second down, here's Wentz. Pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Watch you now, Barney.
Slam.
Watch you now, Barney.
Rush in.
Detroit.
Check three.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal, and that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down, but things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And leading here late, so
Watch
a
left,
chance
watch
for
left,
the
watch
defense
left.
to
Stop
really
right there, stop
close
right
out this game if
Zebra,
they can
zebra.
halt the offense.
Blue 80.
First and 10, here's Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he comes back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, Deep. Way to go. Yes, sir.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
That's it, baby. We go to work. We go to work. Ooh. Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Check 24.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Regular. You got tight.
Throwing on first down is Manning. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Zebra.
Back.
That's it. Blue 80.
He looked to throw. Underneath for Jennings. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Blue 80.
Watch the safety
Regular,
creep.
They come out five wide, three of them to the right
Regular,
side.
regular.
They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
Check 50.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all.
Mike
And you know
80,
something?
Back to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They only need a field goal.
Hey,
Obviously,
tight
the
end right.
clock
Watch tight
a
end.
huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do
Four
here,
down,
Charles?
four down.
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds on the clock, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range?
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Set, 3-19.
He's back to throw. And this is Prince William, right side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down. Alert.
Hurry up,
An
here we
extra
go.
defensive
Green,
back in the
39.
game now here for
Green,
third and
39. Watch it
four.
now, Barney.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
To throw.
Pass.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
One score down. Here
Tight
we
left,
go.
tight left.
They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, guys, check it
All
out.
right, here we
check it
go.
out. We got
Blue
3 down. We gotta
90.
stand up
Black
over there.
99 Philly. Here we go.
Lucky.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Watch out.
Lawrence, gotta have this one. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Hey. We got
They
3.
come
We got
out
3.
here in the
3 down.
eye.
3 down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.